joining us on this edition of the 6 p.m. primetime newscast on Equinoxe television. We are coming to you live from our headquarters in Cameroon's economic capital, Douala. I am Bablet Jonathan. Coming up in this edition of the news, political and civil society leaders lambast Cameroon's Minister of Territorial Administration Atanganji Paul over what they consider as a threat to their civil and political rights. Speaking during the conference of governors in the nation's political capital, Yaoundé, Minister Paul Atanganji warned against any attempts to destabilize next year's elections in the country, and he said that all those found guilty will be adequately punished by the law. Also in this newscast, we bring into you details of draws for qualifications for the next African Nations Cup. Stay with us. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us in this edition of the news. On Equinoxe television, 3 suspected bandits who are said to have broken into the residence of a surgeon and reported to have raped his wife have been arrested and remanded into custody. The 3 suspects are said to have broken into the officer's home and sexually assaulted his wife, as Manjikan Gabriel reports.
Kube, aged 23, Abubakari, 26 years, and Abdullahi, 32 years, were the 3 presented at the Gendarmerie Brigade of Pumpumre, Garwa North region. They have been accused of rape, destruction of properties, as well as breaking into the residence of Marshal de Logis, Makaini Jean-Paul. The road safety official recognized one of the accused by name Kube because he was working at his residence. Because they were working on my toilet at home, they used a ladder, went through the ceiling where they entered my house and destroyed everything. As if that wasn't enough, they got their way into my wife and kids. According to Marshal de Logis Makaini Jean-Paul, after the destruction of properties and raping of his family members, they still called him, requesting for a ransom of 5 million francs CFA. Wume didn't notice that the phone he stole from my mother was followed. So when I called him, he asked for the sum of 5 million francs CFA for my family to be left in peace. It's through the phone that we got him arrested. It was thanks to the work already done by Marshal de Logis Makaini Jean-Paul that investigations were made easier for the elements of the Gendarmerie Brigade of Pumpumre. When we arrived, he had already an idea of the persons who did it, and we arrested the first suspect who gave us information about his other accomplice. The 3 suspects have been handed to the